guys. My name is Sam. This is Tiffany, and we are Team Atlanta. We're going to talk to you about a couple things today. When we arrived in Atlanta, we sat down with the mayor and he told us he had 3 pain points that he really wanted us to address. We're aggressive people, so we said we'd do all 3 of them. And all these sort of relate in the sense that we were trying to help both citizens and the people who work inside government communicate with each other. So we're just going to dive right in. We're going to start with the courts. So if you were one of the 200,000 people that got a traffic ticket in Atlanta, this is the experience you'd have. Start here. Keep waiting. Some more waiting. And about after 4 hours or 5 hours, you're here to pay off your $40 that you just wanted to do online. You hate the government, you don't want to talk to them anymore, you really just built a bad relationship with them. This is really unfortunate, it's bad for both sides. So we tried to understand why this was happening. We found at least 2 core reasons. The first is that a lot of people are eligible to pay without coming in. They just don't know that that's an option. The second is that a lot of people miss their court date. They don't get that date right. And if that happens to you, you have to come in at least 2 more times to court to resolve this. So 40,000 people are going through this process twice. So there are ways of making this better. We have 2 approaches. The first begins here. You've just been pulled over by a cop. He gives you your citation, but he also gives you this piece of paper that tells you how you can skip court. There's a number on there that you can text, and this is what happens. It looks up your case, it knows you're eligible to pay online, and it gives you a phone number. If you call that number, you can put in your credit card, and you're done right there, right in your car. If you're not eligible, we give you your court date. We let you sign up for reminders to make sure you make that date, because it's a big deal if you don't. The day before, we let you know. A lot of people lose their court date, lose their court citation. Those people go online and struggle, so we've redesigned the website to both answer the key questions that they have and to make it so you can just look it up by name. You just go there, you type Sam, and now you know when your court date is. So both the application and the website are live right now. You can check them out. Thank you. To date, they've helped about 1,000 people look up their case. And we're hoping the next month to start giving these handouts from the cop side, and that should really increase the impact that we have here.
So next up, imagine that you're a government contractor, and you essentially would have no visibility into doing business with the city of Atlanta if you wanted to. So what we're working on essentially is a few things, 3 things essentially. So we want to create a frictionless pre-bid process for contractors, so they don't have to email contracting officers to be able to actually bid on something. Because if you don't, you'll be excluded from the bid process, so you're just kind of out of that. We also want to broadcast RFPs more widely, so there's more vendors in the process and make the process more competitive and save Atlanta money in vendors. We also want to lower the cost of doing business for the city by opening up more purchasing data and issuing more purchasing forecasts. So the first way we're going to do that is by opening up a procurement API that includes over 3,000 different pieces of information, council resolutions, and things like prices, blueprints, and anything else you can think of that's procurement related for people to be able to use. So that'll enable things like what I'm calling ATL procurement.js, which is a very quick widget, 2 lines of JavaScript that you drop in the ADCD page. You'll be able to download things like driving directions, calendar invites, documents related to procurement, things of that sort. And that's very quick versus using a bloated Oracle system, things of that sort. So we've created this API, but the question might be, how does this get consumed and who's using this? So we've partnered with one of the Code for America accelerator companies, SmartProcure, to be able to have this sort of thing get consumed as soon as we're finished with it. So they'll be able to pull things out like pricing information, line item purchasing information, and things of that sort. So why does all this matter? Well, we want to increase the quality and the quantity of current vendors that do business with the city of Atlanta. And that pushes down costs. That's less taxpayer dollars spent. But then also want to decrease the reliance on email for vendors so that there's better customer service and greater transparency. And just more responsiveness in general. But finally, transparency into purchasing and also into future purchasing needs will lower costs for the city. So that's really, really awesome. And so thanks. Yeah, if you want to have suggestions or think of anything else for us, we'd love to see you at the Atlanta table.